Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for stopping by. It's your boy Kizor and I'm here with a wonderful headline about Nnamdi Kanu and the government. But before we dive into that, please subscribe if you are new here, like my videos and share the friend to do the same. Let's dive into it. So the High Court judge's absence stalled Nnamdi Kanu's 50 billion suit against Nigeria government. And this was because Kanu said that the government and AGF and the rest, that they went against or they violated his fundamental human rights. And then they kidnapped him from Kenya and then brought him down to Nigeria. That is violation of human rights, that the government must pay 50 billion naira. And mind you, that the government arrested or kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu just because they wanted to weigh his spirit down, to oppress him, to stop this welfare agitation. But guess what? Nnamdi Kanu seems to have to be getting powers. I don't know where he'll get his power from. Like someone said that Kanu is a spirit, he's a demigod which nobody can tamper with. And I think I'm now beginning to believe it, because how can somebody be detained for how many years? And we all know that how the government is treating him. Despite the Kanu spirit to be down, his spirit is still building up. And now again, they have charged the government of 50 billion lawsuit against his rights. So let me take you down to the article. So we'll find more reasons why he said that why he charged the government 50 billion lawsuits. And this is from High Court. So proceeding on the 50 billion lawsuit filed against the Federal High Court, sitting in Abuja by the detained leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, against the Nigeria government, we are stalled on Monday, which is yesterday, by the absence of the presiding judge, Justice Iyan Ekwo. So the case, which was scheduled for Monday, could not proceed because the judge was said to have been engaged in official duties at another court division. Hence, it is adjourned to February 11, 2025. So the court that the detained IPOB leader had filed a 50 billion suit against the Nigeria government and the AGF over alleged violation of his fundamental rights. So this is the main reason why he charged, or why he filed that 50 billion naira charge against Nigeria government and then the AGF. Because how would they just go to Kenya and then pay money to Kenya government just for them to give him Nnamdi Kanu, and then the Kenya government even went ahead to do that? I don't know the reason why Kenya government would actually do that, but I believe it's because Kanu is not actually a citizen of Kenya, because that's what could have happened in case of Simon Ekpa. But the difference is that Simon Ekpa is a Finnish citizen, so that means that Finland could not give Nigeria Simon Ekpa just like that, because it will also be a violation on their own side. But Kenya was Nnamdi Kanu was not a citizen of Kenya. I believe that's why it happened. So they went to Kenya and they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, brought him down to here. That is violating his human rights, and that's why he went to fight this government. And I think he have every right to fight the government for violating his human rights, because you don't just arrest somebody without doing anything, no evidence. Till today, you don't have any single evidence of what Nnamdi Kanu did. They ask the government, bring evidence. They've been adjourning cases, adjourning trials, adjourning it, because they don't have any single evidence of what Nnamdi Kanu did. And their plan is actually to keep him there so that Kanu might say something that they use against him or do something use against him. But Kanu, as we only, he's a wise man. He's a man filled with wisdom. So I don't think he's going to say anything or do anything, because he knows his rights, he knows the constitution, and he knows the law of Nigeria very, very well. And he also has a good team that's backing him up. So I don't think he's going to say anything that will contradict or that will go against the Nigerian constitution or Nigerian law, that the government will now hold and say that this is what he did and that he should be fired, or that kind of thing that the government are capable of doing. So Kanu had said this, his rights were violated when he was kidnapped from Kenya and illegally extradited to Nigeria to face trial. So he asked the court to determine whether his abortion and extraordinary detention from Kenya to Nigeria violated existing laws. His legal team, like I said, he has a nice and a very, very professional team behind him, backing him up. So his legal team cited the provisions of Article 12, Subsection 4 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights Act, cap for F9 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2.4, as well as Article 5A of the African Charter's Principles and Guidelines of Human and People's Rights, while countering terrorism in Africa. Also, Kanu requests the court to rule on whether under Section 15 of the Extradition Act cap E25 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2.4, he can be lawfully tried for the offences listed in Court 1 to 14 or of the 15 count amended charge. He argued that these charges are unrelated to the offence for which he was extradited to Nigeria. Because, like I said, the reason why he was brought to Nigeria was because 214, he said that Nigeria have divided, that Nigeria have expired. So that means that Nigeria should divide. And all Nnamdi Kanu asked for is a referendum. And referendum just means that it should be a vote if Igbo land wants Biafra or not. That was all Nnamdi Kanu was asking for. He never said anything that will add to our insecurity in Nigeria. He never threatened the government, never threatened anything. He just asked for a referendum and said Nigeria should divide. That means he's fighting for Biafra to come to Nigeria. That's all the thing he did. And then the country, the government went to kidnap him from Kenya and then brought him to Nigeria. And then that be facing with things that he did not even do. I bring evidence till now. There's no single evidence covering what he did. So in his originating summons, Kanu sought 11 reliefs, including an order for his release from the custody of the Department of State Services (DSS). Kanu also requested an order barring the defendant from prosecuting him over criminal charge FHC/ABG/CR/389/2015, which is currently before Justice Binta Inyako in a different court. Furthermore, he asked the court to award him 100 million naira as the cost of the action. However, in a preliminary objection filed on June 27, 2022, the federal government and the AGF asked the court to dismiss the suit, arguing that it was an abuse of court process. They pointed out that Kanu had previously filed a similar suit with the same fact in the Abia Division of the Federal High Court under case number FHC/UM/CS/30/2022, which both the Nigerian government and AGF as defendants. So they contended that this duplication of cases rendered the suit an abuse of court process, depriving the court of jurisdiction to hear it. Meanwhile, during a previous hearing of the suit marked FHC/ABJ/CS/462/2022, Kanu's special counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, informed the court that he had filed a notice of a change of counsel, taking over the case from Mike Ozekome, I don't think if I got it, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, who had initially filed the suit on April 7, 2022. So this is now between the government and Nigeria. I don't know what's giving this man that strength or that spirit, because this is strange coming from him, a man that has been detained for how many years, that the government have suppressed so that his voice will come down, his spirit will come down, his money will come down. But guess what? He's still building up. I don't know who is this man. Who is Nnamdi Kanu? He's still building up. So the editor now, he's now fighting the government for a huge amount of money, 50 billion naira. Do you know how much is that? And then the government are now trying to go like this, that they are violating the court processes and then the rest. But I trust Nnamdi Kanu and his lawyers. So this is video I bring to you guys to be aware of what's happening about Nnamdi Kanu and our government and Nigeria as a whole. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned, guys, in my next video.